not watch the show last night, you are missing. But don't worry, you are not missing too much because I am here to give you guys all the tea. So Sultana has gone from kissing Koyin to kissing Jason. Yes, guys, this time around it was not a secret something. Doris was there, I think Daenerys was there, Manson was there. They saw the kiss happen between Sultana and Jason. Now, how did this kiss come about? My beloved Koyin and Rude Boy gave me the tea. Well, the thing is, apparently this kiss happened because Jason had seen Dede and Koyin sitting together, and Dede's leg was on Koyin's thighs, and that kind of like ticked him off. He didn't like that, yes. And then there was a truth and death game that was played. Ibifubura had asked Koyin to go kiss, the girl that he is most attracted to in the house. Now, Koyin was a bit, conflicted because there is Sultana, there is Dede, and he was sitting very close to Dede, and he didn't know how to go about this. He didn't want to play that game, but Ibufubara was very insistent. She was like, you must do it. You know how truth and dare works in Big Brother's house. Anyways, he went and stood at the back of Dede. There was no kiss because Dede didn't allow that happen. Yes, guys. So because of that, Jason has seen that. Everybody has seen that. So yes, that kiss then happened between Sultana and Jason, according to what Rude Boy and Koyin had narrated to us. In fact, that was not the only gist that they narrated to us. They basically gave us dynamics that are going on in the house, and I love them for that. So apparently there are plenty ships that are in that house at the moment. In fact, plenty triangles, trapezium, and squares, and I'm going to give you guys all of them. At least I'll try. Number one, we have the Jason, Dede, Koyin, Kola, Sultana. Yeah, Sultana in the mix. Yes, guys, because haven't you guys noticed? Like, the guys that Dede or that has been fawning over Dede are the guys that Sultana is kissing one by one. The next catch or the next target has got to be Kola. That one I am very sure of. Yes, guys. And it kind of makes me understand something. You see, all this while that she was like, oh, Dede is this, Dede is that. It's just because she wants the men that Dede has. She wants that same thing that those guys does for Dede to be done to her. So as it stands now, Dede na the fisherwoman and Sultana na the griller. Now they grill them. Dede go fish, Sultana go come grill them. But at the end of the day, is it not pot calling kettle black? Anywho, the second shape or the second dynamics that are in the house is Isabella, Kanyikumi, Thelma, and Capable. Let's add Rude Boy in the mix because yes, he is in the mix. So this is it, right? Rude Boy likes Thelma. Thelma, on the other hand, likes Kanyikumi, even though she tries to pretend. Even though she's telling us, oh, it's Ortega that she likes, but not lie, that Kanyikumi she likes. You guys know they had a connect from the outside, right? And they were supposed to be like together before Isabel happened. Now there is Isabel and Kanyikumi who started the ship right off the boat in the first week of the show. Yes, and then Kanyikumi was chosen by Thelma to be his assistant, to be her assistant, and that we all know what happened. And because of that, K-Bobo has been helping her cope. Yes, warming her bed, helping her cope. And now the thing is, the interesting part is there is a cross multiplication going on. Yes, because Kanyikumi and Isabel have settled their differences, at least for now, and they slept together. Guess who K-Bobo was sleeping with on the same bed? You guessed right, Thelma. Yes, guys. And then there is Rude Boy, who is seeing all this happen and is crashing out. In fact, Rude Boy is like, you know what? I'm going to have a conversation with her. But Koyi was like, no, don't do that. Act like you did not see anything happen. Let me tell you guys something. Of all the guys in that house, the person I feel like that has more game has got to be Koyin, because the guy is literally just chopping and cleaning mouths in that house, right? He's acting very oblivious and nobody's actually seeing him as a contender until it's too late. I mean, look at Kola and Jason. Now they are saying that all this while Dede was using them, and she used them and dumped them, as she has moved on to Koyin. Now the thing here is, again, how did Dede use these guys? She basically told them from the beginning, I'm in a relationship, nothing serious can happen between us, and now they're acting like she had promised them marriage. Like, I do not understand this. And then there is Koyin, who actually understands this game and is willing to play it with Dede, being there for her, boiling water for her, making sure she's okay. Yeah, without actually pressuring her for anything. Now, if you ask me, most women will fall for a guy like that than for a guy who always whines, about everything, like Jason and Kola are doing. Now, let's move on to our third dynamics. Mide, Bright, Ibufubura. You shocked? Well done, B, because there was a bit of issue between Mide and Bright because of Ibufubura. Now, this is not the first time this is happening. Ibufubura had told us, I think it was on Thursday. Yes, it was on Thursday night. She was discussing with Ortega. She told him that, she might put her though in this, Mide and Bright Morgan ship. And earlier on Saturday, the ladies were playing a game that is Joanna, Dede, Mide, Ibufubura, and who was this other person? I forgot it. I think Tracy, yes. They were playing a game of teasing the guys. They would go to a guy, they would whisper something to him. Now, Ibufubura was sent or went to Bright Morgan, who told him to make her wet, right? And immediately, Bright Morgan grabbed her leg. All the other guys, that they did that stuff with, did not really react. Some of them were like, they laughed it away. Some of them chased them away, playfully. But it was only Bright that was acting on it. And of course, Mide was not having that at all. Now, also remember, there was a conversation that happened between Kola and Bright, where he said that he might as well, try to explore the Ibufubura angle. And Kola was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Mide loves you so very much. Now, I think Bright Morgan is trying to play the bad guy. He's trying to play, a game. And I feel like that game might backfire because Mide is that kind of babe that she sees these things happen and she's very assertive and discerning. Even though I feel like she has fallen Yakata for him, but I also feel like Bright also has fallen Yakata for her, because tell me why this guy was kneeling down to beg her. Yeah, somebody that has a girlfriend on the outside. Anyways, moving on. The other, shipping dynamics that we are seeing in the house. I don't know if I'm to call it a shipping dynamics. I'll say Gigi, Doris, Denari. I don't know what to call that, because Gigi is also interested in that. And also Gigi, Sultana, Victory. Now, Sultana is having a kissing spree, and Victory has realized that, okay, he might not have a chance with Sultana, and Joanna, add Joanna to that mix. And Joanna, obviously, that babe know the give and face. And now he's trying to hold his way back into Gigi's heart. Will Gigi accept this? Well, I don't know. If she does, then she's actually the fool of them all. Yes, I said that because, this guy was the one that told her that, okay, let's knock. And she's like, I don't want to knock. So it's obvious that this guy just wants to wet his wick, and not because he is, emotionally available. Then we have Emisi and Faith. And of course, Sultana is somewhere in the mix, and then there is K-Bobo in the mix. My own is Emisi should leave Faith alone. The guy acts as if he's disgusted by her, as if he's irritated by her. And if you see that somebody is acting that way towards you, he's not feeling you, you should draw back, because at some point it's going to lead to something very serious, and not good serious. It's going to be bad serious, because already there's this whole rumor flying around of her touching herself or fingering herself in his presence. We had, Sultana say that yesterday, and it's crazy because if this continues, it might just be a case of sexual assault, and that's not even acceptable anywhere. Now, all in all, listening to Koyin and Rude Boy talk, one thing I was able to understand or, take away from their conversation is most of those girls that came into the house acting all holier than thou, acting all morality police, they actually just wanted the same things that girls that were basically seen as the loose ones, as the ones that did not have depth, they wanted what they had. Because after everything Thelma was saying, you remember that time Thelma was like, Isabella, she's so loose. Oh, it's man. But she's been hunting men. From Kanyekumi to K-Bobo. It's almost like whichever man Isabel is interested in, that's who Thelma will be interested in, right? It's just crazy. And same thing goes for Sultana. I know I'll talk about Sultana. You people, some people are like, isn't it you hate Sultana? Hey, you don't like Sultana. Like, that babe was like my number one chick, you know, when she came into the house on stage. But some of the things I see her doing just, you know, ticks me off. Because I said this before in one of my videos. I said, this babe, everything she's talking about Dede about is, I feel like, is what she actually wants to be. And she is proving me right. This one is not about hate. I cannot hate anybody in that house. Like, I don't even know them to hate them. And hate is such a strong word. But if they do stuff that I feel like, this is somehow, trust me, I'm going to talk about it. Yes, guys. So back to what I was saying. Sultana is basically going off, is basically trying to be Dede. And I think that's what was pissing her off about Dede, because Dede was now the girl that she thought she would be when she get into the house. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, that's some of the dynamics that played out last night in Big Brother's house. The party was partying, even though I feel like, let me not lie to you guys, I feel like the No Lose Guard housemates dance more than this particular set of housemates. Yeah, you people can crucify me, but I feel like the No Lose Guard housemates gave me more ginger in the party room than this ones. I might be wrong, but yeah, I think what these people have more than the No Lose Guard housemates is that they are more audacious, they are more unpredictable. Outside of the party room, they give us more ginger, you know, they give us more drama, but in the party room, yeah, the No Lose Guard housemates actually throw it down more than they do, at least at some point. Yes, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. And oh, I forgot Iveta and Manson. Woo, child. See, Iveta likes Manson, but she doesn't like his loudness. She doesn't like the way he does his things, right? But I feel like she likes him, and I don't know how that's gonna work. And he's not a gentleman, and Manson kind of likes her, because I noticed he liked her from the get-go, because I remember that time she had that issue with Ortega, and he was the one trying to like make jokes, calm her down, and all of that. But there are things that he says, even though he says it as a joke, but Iveta doesn't really like that. Yeah. So, yeah. And I think Iveta also, oh my God, how did I even forget this? Iveta likes K-Bobo somehow. Interesting. I love this housemates. They give me, you know, like when you sleep and miss one day or maybe one night of the show, you've missed a whole lot. Like you just wake up and you're like, yeah. That's this housemate for you. Yes, and I love them. Who do you think will be going home tonight? Because tonight is that night. Ebuka is going to kick out 1 or 2 or 3 people out of the house. Who do you think will not be spending the night in Big Brother's house tonight? Let me know in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, what exactly are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, your darling babe, apricot babe, Ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead. Bye, guys.